Multinational financial management, McDonald's golden arches around the world. Prepared for Professor Shiroki, prepared by Luis Ybarra. Question 1 asks, in the current year, what is the percentage of stores located outside of the United States? Over the past 5 years, what was the percentage increase in the number of stores in the United States? What was the percentage increase in Europe and Asia Pacific regions? The percentage of McDonald's located outside of the United States is 59%. To find the percentage, I found the total number of stores in the world and subtracted the amount of stores located in the U.S., which was calculated to be 20,323. I then divided that value by the total amount of stores, which gave me 59%. Over the past 5 years, the percentage increase in the number of stores in the United States was found to be 2%, and in Europe, the increase was 14%. In Asia, the percentage increase was found to be 19%. These percentage increases were found by using the formula current minus beginning divided by beginning. Question 2 asks, for the most recent year, what percentage of the company's sales, operating income, and capital expenditures are for its stores outside the United States? Over the past 2 years, which region has had the largest increase in sales? Which region has had the largest increase in capital expenditures? As you can see in the charts below, for the first part of question 2, the percentage of the company's sales, operating income, and capital expenditures can be seen in the table above. To find the values, I found the total for all the 3 sections and subtracted from the U.S. to find the number for outside of the U.S. I then divided these values by the total and got all the percentage for outside of the United States. Sales was found to be 68%, operating income was 56%, and capital expenditures was found to be 65%. Over the past 2 years, the largest region to have the largest increase in sales was found to be APMEA, which can be seen in the table above. They had a 6% increase in sales. This value was calculated by using the same formula in question 1, which was current minus beginning divided by beginning. The United States had the second largest increase in sales of 3%. The region that had the largest increase in capital expenditures was found to be the United States, which was an increase of 35%. This was calculated the same way, which can be seen in the table above. Question 3 asks to look at the foreign currency exposure section. For which foreign currencies does McDonald's have the most exposure? After looking and reviewing the table above, the euro definitely has the most exposure when it comes to foreign exchange currencies. In 2012, the euro had an exposure of 6,692 compared to the Australian dollar, which had an exposure of 2,450. Europe has the second most McDonald's in the world, coming right behind the United States. The US dollar is not as strong as the euro, making them have more of an exposure. If the US had a stronger currency, then they might have a higher exposure. Question 5 asks to find the Big Mac index as a measure of international purchasing power parity. What do you think of using Big Mac index as a measure of PPP? Is there any academic and/or empirical support for the index? After looking at the Big Mac index as a measure of international purchasing power parity, I believe it is essential. It is a fun and great way for people to compare and understand the different prices of an item, in this case the Big Mac, in different nations. I was surprised to see the different prices of a Big Mac and how expensive it was in some nations such as Venezuela. The index does offer academic and empirical support since the index is used in many textbooks and is used as a global standard for easier understanding. Question 6 asks, based on the Big Mac index, identify currencies that have increased and decreased in value in recent years. You may want to use the Pacific Exchange Rate Services at www.slaughter.ubc.ca. Over the recent years, it is evident that the US dollar has decreased in value compared to the euro. This past year, we have seen improvement in the dollar, however, and its value is increasing. The Japanese yen has also shown to be quite volatile in the past years, but still seems to hold its value. According to the Big Mac Index, Asian countries such as China has proven to have a great price for the Big Mac and is undervalued compared to most nations. According to the chart that can be seen on slaughter.ubc.ca, the Indonesian rupiah has increased in value significantly from 1965 to 2011. $1 US was 235.02 rupiah in 1965, and in 2011 the value increased to 8770.43 rupiah to $1 US. However, the New Zealand currency decreased in value from 2010 to 2011, from 138 in 2010 to 126 in 2011.